Ground Zero, the label of the future, nigga.
When it come to, your career though, like what's some stuff you already have out?
I got my first project out after that Fat Nigga season. I'll be rapping for the big boys. And then my homie Fred G, he G Entertainment. We got a project called Fat Boys 2.0. And we just dropped that about 4 or 5 months ago. And that's something more, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's a different type of flavor. It's like an R&B-ish vibe with some trap rap with it. You know what I mean? But it's a vibe though. And then I'm coming out with my next project. I'm dropping that probably August, and it's gonna be called When the Smoke Clear.
So would you say like shit's been kind of storming here lately? Like just for just going off the title When the Smoke Clear, like what led you to coming up with it?
Man, I had a rough year. And you know what I'm saying. I had a lot of downs and a lot of L's I had to eat. But I ate that shit in silence, and I bounced back. You know what I mean. So the smoke's starting to clear now. You know what I mean. So I'm just gonna give you a glimpse of my world, what I'm going through this past year with this project, and it's gonna touch on a little bit of everything. So,
a lot of people can't bounce back from these hard times, rough times. It happened to everybody. The best of it, everybody go through it, but everybody not strong enough mentally to overcome this shit. Like what would you say? That's kind of like beating the odds. And when I say beating the odds, I'm not necessarily saying being successful, but that shit overcoming your own mind, overcoming your own thoughts type shit. Making it out of a dark place. How you feel about that?
Man, it's some shit that, you know what I mean? Like, when you're back against the wall, you got no other choice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too deep, but them people took $30K from me last year in the middle of a pandemic. You know what I mean? It's hard to bounce back from shit like that. Like starting over, you being broke, having to damn near losing your crib, you got to move, and you know what I mean? It's a lot of shit going on. You just got to be mentally smart. I thank God from where I come from, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in hard times to where that shit is normal. So I know how to operate and maneuver out of that shit. A lot of people who ain't been through shit or been through no hard times, it'll probably be a little bit harder for them to bounce back. But you know what I mean? I just feel like I got this hustler mentality embedded in me just from where I came from. So that helped me out. And you know what I mean? Having your niggas right there with you, helping you through that shit. My nigga Smurf, my nigga Pee Wee, you know what I'm saying? Fred G, niggas is right there with me through the storm, you know what I mean? Talking me through it too. You can't be too prideful to say, a lot of people want to be like, man, I did this shit alone, I did it by myself. Nah, you know what I mean? A lot of people came through for me at the same time. But you just got to be mentally tough to get through that shit, to get out that mud, you know what I'm saying, that quicksand. You standing that shit too long, you're going to walk on your sorrow, you're going to sink.
What would you say, what's something you'll tell somebody who going through it right now type shit? I know you just basically touched on how you got through it, but, your method may not work for everybody. So, what's some to kind of oversee everything, for somebody walking through the smoke?
Man, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you just got to keep a light on whatever you love. You know what I mean? Whether it's your kids, your career. As long as you got that light beaming on that, you know what I'm saying, you can always see through that dark time. You know what I mean? So just focus on that, and it'll pull you through. But, you know what I mean? Everybody ain't built the same. So, like you said, what works for me, or that might not even work. But you just got to stay positive at the end of the day. Because if you negative all the time, that negative energy, that shit is real. You know what I mean? And you can bring negative energy onto other people, or other people can bring that negative energy onto you. You know what I mean? So part of it is keeping your circle right. You know what I mean? You got some faulty niggas in your circle or some negative niggas in your circle, that shit go down on you. You already going through shit. Niggas pouring they shit onto you. You know what I mean? It's gonna be ugly. So, you know what I mean? Keep your circle. That's the thing I say. Keep your circle right. Get you a group of people that you really fuck with and you trust. You know they got your best interests at heart. And with that, I think you can get through a lot of shit.
Boy, you just said some real shit. If you don't feel that, then shit. You know, go ahead and let the people know where they can find you on social media.
IG, Traphouse_Moosey. Facebook, Traphouse Moosey. Twitter, Traphouse Moosey. You know what I'm saying? All streaming platforms, Traphouse Moosey. And fuck with me. I feel like I'm one of the most slept on niggas around. Niggas don't, you know what I'm saying, really haven't given me a chance. And I believe because I ain't really from here, so niggas don't, you know what I mean? Fuck with me. Check me out.
I ain't gonna lie, we locked in. This really my first time hearing from you. Like, shit, you know, you got a new platform.
For sure. That's love.